Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today my touring screen for the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 has turned up. So I'm going to do a little comparison test for you guys. I'm going to leave the stock one on for now. We're going to take a little run down the dual carriageway so we can just get an idea of the wind noise. We'll come back, we'll pop the touring screen on and see if this is any good. So sit back, relax and come along for the ride. So just as we head onto the dual carriageway, already at 50 miles an hour, we are getting a little bit battered by the wind. And like I say, with these stock screens, they are non-adjustable, but we'll take it up to a steady 60. And I am right in the line of the buffering off this screen. The protection is only really where the instrument cluster is. So if you pop your head down, you can get that wind deflection, but you can't ride like this. So it's going to be really interesting to see if that extra height on the touring screen is going to make that much of a difference. We're up to 70 miles an hour and we are getting battered. So as soon as you drop down past that 50 mile an hour, that just kind of disappears, that wind is. And it really doesn't offer much protection, this stock screen. So we'll just take another run back down again. You can probably hear it in the helmet as we accelerate. But like I say, today is a particularly windy day. But in order to get a kind of true test, I needed to do a run with the stock screen before I put the touring screen on. I mean, it really does take your breath away when you get up to those higher speeds, because like I say, I'm right in that line of where that wind's being deflected. And in all honesty, you're probably better off not having a screen on the bike, because then you don't have the wind deflection, you don't have the buffering. So what we're going to do now is put the touring screen on, see if there's a difference, see if I've wasted 85 quid on a screen that ain't going to work. So this is a nice easy swap over. All you need is a 5mm Allen key. So all we need to do now is take out these rubber bungs here, pop them into the touring screen. The screen I have got, the touring screen, is a genuine Royal Enfield one, so these will fit perfect. So I'll just show you for comparison whilst the screens are off, just so you can get a kind of an idea of the size difference. So, I mean, the reality is there's not a lot in it. If I pop that one over the top of that one there, we've probably got 3 inches or so on the height there, but actually on the sides it's pretty much the same shape, which it would have to be to fit into the lugs. Okay, right, so same test again. We're just going to head on to the dual carriageway, although we just got stopped at the traffic lights. So yeah, I think the looks of the screen doesn't spoil the bike. It's not too intrusive if it stands out too much. Yeah, we've got a bit more height on there, so you know, I'm kind of thinking we're going to get a little bit more deflection. Will it cause more wind buffering? But like I said, I don't know if you can see with the trees here, but it is a particularly windy day anyway, so it's a real tough test to do on a day like this. So we'll get up to that 50 mile an hour. I mean, like I say, I'm getting battered by the wind anyway from all angles, but at kind of 50, I can definitely feel that it's pushing that wind kind of just above my helmet. If I raise my hand there, I can just feel where the wind is deflecting, it's obviously a little bit higher with the height of that screen. And at 60 mile an hour, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as bad as the stock screen. I think the issue might be on the height of the person though, because if I raise myself up a bit, then I am right in that line of buffering again. And I think kind of my height, I'm 5'9". I think if you're going to be maybe a couple of inches taller, it might not offer any more protection, but in fact it might even just make it worse for you. Like I said, if I just lift myself up on the bike, I am proper in the wind there. So just being sat down, I can definitely feel that wind is being pushed above my helmet. Spin round in the car park and take another run. I think certainly at lower speeds this is going to be a better screen. Just accelerate back up to the 50 to start with. I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear the wind difference in the helmet, but yeah, I'm definitely not getting as much wind on my face. On the stock screen, I was actually struggling to kind of breathe at higher speeds with my visor being up on my helmet and getting all the wind into the helmet. Then yeah, I was really copping it and getting like a mouth full of air. As I've come off the dual carriageway, I'm just getting the crosswinds off the field now. So yeah, I think in all honesty, it serves a purpose. Like I said, it's just kind of pushing that wind a little bit over my head, so that's perfect for me. But like I said, if you're going to be at a higher height, then I think you're going to probably still cop that wind. In fact, it could make it worse. I think taking the screen off completely probably would be actually a better option. But yeah, I think certainly at the lower speeds you've definitely got more deflection. So I think for me personally, I perhaps wouldn't rush out and buy one again, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. It seems to be working better than the stock screen up to now, and like I said, a lot of it's going to depend on the height of yourselves really. So just as an extra comparison, as you can see, I've taken the screen off, so we've got no screen. Let's see what this bike rides like without the screen on. Interestingly, without the screen on, it's just like riding a naked bike. So you're copping all the wind, but you're not getting none of the buffering at all. So, you know, it's kind of making me wonder whether a kind of a mesh screen, which allows the air to circulate through, would be better than having any screen on at all. So I guess the question is now, which one am I going to stick with? Personally, I'm going to go with the touring screen. It does add a little bit more protection for my height. Like I said, I think if you sit taller into the bike, you're probably just going to get the buffering off the screen again, because there's no adjustment with either of these. But I'm going to stick with this one for a while and see how we get on with it. So I hope you like the video, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one.